Albertsons' $4 billion shareholder payout remains on hold, Keurig Dr Pepper is extending its reach, and a mandate to put graphic health warnings on cigarette packaging has been postponed. Welcome to Retail Daily, your quick look at the top headlines from CSP Daily News and Winsight Grocery Business. I'm Heather Lally, Editor-in-Chief of WGB.
And I'm CSP's Editor-in-Chief, Steve Holtz. Albertsons' $4 billion shareholder dividend payout, scheduled to have been dispersed Monday, remains on hold following a ruling of a King County Superior Court commissioner late Thursday. Commissioner Henry Judson granted the temporary restraining order filed by the state of Washington, blocking the payout at least until a new hearing is held next Wednesday and Thursday. The ruling comes less than a month after Kroger announced its plans to merge with Albertsons in a $24.6 billion deal that would create a grocery giant, a deal that is still subject to government review. Attorneys general and others around the country have expressed concern that paying the special dividend would leave Albertsons in a weakened financial state, unable to compete with Kroger, making the merger especially risky.
Keurig Dr Pepper just expanded its reach, taking a minority stake in Athletic Brewing Company, a non-alcohol craft beer maker. The $50 million investment marks KDP's latest move into rapidly emerging beverage categories following its July acquisition of non-alcohol ready-to-drink cocktail brand Atypique. Athletic Brewing was founded in 2017 and is a top 20 U.S. craft brewer, according to Nielsen.
A judge has again postponed the effective date of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's graphic cigarette health warning rule, but this time a decision is in sight. The rule, which would require graphic images and text warnings on cigarette packs about the negative health consequences of smoking, is postponed until November 6, 2023. This is at least the fourth time the rule has been postponed just this year. However, the judge in the case said in 31 days he will issue a final rule on whether the warnings will ultimately be allowed to be implemented.
Large central metro areas are seeing higher food prices than non-core rural areas. Recently, Data Assembly's Grocery Price Index found that there were some significant differences in large central metro areas, also known as inner cities, and non-core rural areas. Research revealed that meat and seafood went up 1.5% higher, and deli increased by 1.3% in big cities, more so than in small towns. In the third quarter, beverages were up 1.4% more in inner city areas than in rural areas, and alcohol dropped 2.1% more in rural areas than in inner city ones.
After more than a century of supplying motor fuels to service stations and convenience stores across New England, the owners of Boston's community service stations are exiting the industry after selling the business to Cross America Partners. President Chris Riley said it was not an easy decision to sell the company that he and his family built over the past century, but that Cross America was a natural fit as a buyer. CSS supplies about 75 million gallons of fuel annually.
Wakefern Food Corporation said it has expanded its EBT SNAP benefits for online groceries via Instacart through its ShopRite, Fairway Market, Gourmet Garage, and the Fresh Grocer locations in 6 states. Quote, expanding online shopping EBT SNAP payment options beyond our retail digital channels will make fresh foods and essentials even more accessible for families in need, said the director of digital commerce at Wakefern Food. Wakefern is the largest retailer-owned cooperative, and last month saw its retail sales jump nearly 4.7% during the fiscal year.
A Michigan couple is the lucky winner of the Happily Ever Aldi contest, winning an Aldi-inspired wedding inside Aldi's model store. With their closest family and friends in attendance, Jessica Bojanski and Michael Hurd from Southgate, Michigan, were married on Wednesday by an Aldi employee officiant. The ceremony took place right in the produce aisle, and the in-store reception featured an Aldi shopping cart-themed wedding cake.
United Natural Foods is bringing indoor farming to its distribution centers. The wholesaler has teamed up with Square Roots, a vertical farming company co founded by Kimball Musk, that's Elon Musk's brother, to add Square Roots indoor farms on site at select UNFI distribution centers. The first Square Roots farm, approximately 20,000 square feet in size, is planned for UNFI's Prescott, Wisconsin facility and is scheduled to open in 2023.
And Frito-Lay introduced 3 limited-time chip flavors inspired by the World Cup. Lay's Adobadas, Lay's Bacon-Wrapped Jalapeno Poppers, and Lay's Wavy Carnitas Street Tacos. Consumers who purchase the chips can participate in an interactive online experience for the chance to win soccer-inspired merchandise and prizes, including a trip to the FIFA World Cup 2022 final.
And that will do it for today's episode of Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more for your daily dose of retail news. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News or WinsightGroceryBusiness.com. I'm Heather Lally.
And I'm Steve Holtz. Have a great weekend.